All right. In Docs for Learning, let's take a look at research with Google Docs. So when you open up your document that I've created for you, it's basically got a series of activities to complete all around the concept of researching volcanoes. And we're going to start out at the top, finding out facts about volcanoes and citing our sources. The first task is to show you how the Define tool works in the Google Doc. If you highlight the word volcano and you right click, you have the option to define a word. And when you select that, the definition appears on the right. Now I have a little box here just so that you can practice this, but this is really helpful for students of any age, even grad students, medical students, human anatomy and terminology for a lot of things. You get a list of terms you need to know at the end of a course for a final exam, and there's just a list of words. So if you do need definitions for things, sure, you can find it this way, but here's a technique to collect your list. You can highlight the definition. And as you're highlighting it, your brain is making associations between the definition and the word, which is most helpful because the goal is probably to remember the definition of that word at some point. You can click and drag and drop that definition right into the doc. All right, so that's the first thing. Check. The second thing I wanted to show you is how to explore a phrase. So in this case, we have facts about volcanoes. I'm going to close out of the dictionary tool, hide this. There is an explore tool in the bottom right-hand corner, but if you don't want to click on that, you want to highlight, you can click on that and do some searching. But if you highlight a phrase and then you right click and instead of define, choose explore, it will open up the explore tool that then searches the web for information on the phrase. All right. So it gives you a snippet, but it also gives you websites that have information. So I will suggest, I've asked you to go to one of those websites and copy and paste some text into the area here about facts. So click on the link. You can pick any one you want and find some information. Now, I know we don't condone copying and pasting from the web, but I'm going to show you this. So if I highlight a fact, okay, I'm going to select this sentence here. Now, if I right click, I can choose copy. There's also a shortcut, Control C. Now I'm going to go back to my document and I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to right click to show you your options. If you right click, you'll see paste. The shortcut is Control V. Paste without formatting, Control Shift V shortcut, will paste it without the web formatting. So I'll do it paste and then paste without formatting. So if I just paste it in, I've got the web formatting, which I did not want. But if I Control Shift V or right click and paste without formatting, it doesn't want to do that. So I'm going to do Control Shift V. It puts it in the format that I've got my document set up with, which is really cool. All right. So now you may want to cite the source. You can insert a footnote, but that does not make a citation. So I'm going to come over to the area where I got the information, this National Geographic site, and I'm going to highlight cite as a footnote, and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to put a MLA citation at the bottom of the page. It's not always a perfectly formatted MLA citation. Those who like to write books about MLA citation could argue the accuracy of some of these citations, but it does its darn best. So for the sake of citing, it's really great that you're able to get at least this. Now, I'm going to leave the directions for you for the EasyVib add-on to create works cited, but I can't recommend it anymore because their privacy policy is just not so good. So it's not meant for kids under 13. They do sell or share your data, so I can't recommend it, but I'll at least leave the directions there and let you decide for yourself. Okay. So scroll back up to the top. We've done define, we've done explore, and now we're going to put in, and we've done a citation, and now we're going to insert images. Okay. Now, if any of you are in graduate courses and you're like, oh, I need this, can I use APA? If you scroll up to the top of the web results, there are 3 dots, and if you need APA format, you can change it to that. While we have the Explore tool open, we're going to click on images and we'll add an image where it says insert images. Pick an image to add. I'm going to select this image. Okay, so I put this image in and click on insert. Okay, I get it in the page. Now, close out of the Explore tool and select the image, and you'll see that a little box appears right below the image. Okay, you've got your wrapping tools, wrap text, break text, and then you have image options. If you select all image options, they'll show up to the right, but you can manually resize an image just by clicking on a corner handle. Don't click in the middle here, or it'll reshape it. So click and drag and you can make it shorter. You can also rotate it. Okay. And this is where you can select to wrap the text. So you can put it somewhere on the page and the text will wrap around it. All right. You can also recolor it. So if you want it to be like a different color, you can do that. All right. The only thing you can't do is you can't layer it yet behind, which would be a really nice feature. All right. So now let's go on to the next thing, voice typing. It says click in the box below, turn on voice typing and begin speaking. What have you learned so far? Click in the box below, click on tools, select voice typing. Now click on the microphone to turn it on. And I learned how to recolor images in Google Docs and turn it off. This is a great tool if you have any students that really need to use voice typing to any great extent or want to. There's a formatting option. Just click on the question mark. And if you scroll down, all of the commands that you would use with your voice to format the doc are here. Okay. And I'll let you explore that if it's of interest to you. Please share this with your special ed educators. They would greatly appreciate it if they don't know about it. All right, just to make you aware of outline features and styles, if you click on this little document outline here, it'll bring out the document outline. And if you're wondering how it knew to outline, it's because of styles. See where it says normal text up at the top? Well, if you highlight or you put your mouse over any of the headings, you'll see that they're styled not normal text, but heading 2, heading 2, heading 2. And when you style things, if I made this line a heading 2, it's going to insert. Let me show you. It's going to insert it over here, which is what you don't want. I don't want this, but that's how it works. So it will make your outline view as you use styles. So if you highlight something and you change it from normal to a heading, you can set up a whole hierarchy structure in outline view. And the last feature in this doc that I want to show you is you can use the canvas.apps.chrome. It's just a cute little tool and have them draw a volcano. So if you click on it, it'll open up. You can see I've got this volcano here. They click on new drawing. And if you said draw and label the volcano, they draw it. Now we're going to add a little lava. And then they're going to label it. Really great. Now they're going to save it. All they do is click on the drop down over here to save it. It goes down. It, literally, boom, it's down there. It's downloaded, I should say. And now they can click and drag and drop it into the doc. All right. So that's a quick way to get a, labeled drawing into your document. I'm sure you can think of 101 ways to use that tool now. And that's it. The student, if they were completing this, they have the turn it in button up here. But my purpose was to show you different features of Google Docs that you might be able to use with your students. Don't forget to show them how to use these tools. They will greatly appreciate it. Thank you.